Adventure time! Come and grab your friends. We'll go to very distant lands with Gray the Card and Kevin the Temp. The fun will never end. It's adventure time! Hi YouTube, it's Kevin, your favorite Skystriker simp, yet again with more replays. Alright, so we are going first, of course, and then I'll show you what happens. So of course, first play, we got Ray, we can play, we got Valor, we got Rite of Emissary, hopefully everything's good. So obviously what makes Adventure so good is because it baits out a lot of things. So, of course, this is the free way, right? They're gonna Ash, that's fine. Because remember, the effect, you can get a free, Draco back. You can pitch the Draco back basically for free when you search for Griffin. So you have to normal summon first. Don't normal summon Alistair unless you're 200 IQ. So you're going to Ash it? Sure. We can't add the Draco back. That means we can't protect ourselves from battle. We're going to make Blue Ray. Blue Ray. This is going to trigger. We can add Griffin. But we have to discard a card though, right? You're probably wondering what to discard. You don't discard Valor because that's an interaction. You obviously don't discard the Griffin you just searched for, right? And then Engag obviously is not something you would ever send, because then you can't search the other Engag Blu-ray. So the only option really is Widow Anchor. And remember, Widow Anchor with your tokens and all that stuff is probably a dead card anyways, and you're going to use it in your turn 2. Or turn 3 technically, So we summon Griffin, of course, to protect ourselves. So we have 2 interactions. They wasted 1 card off the Ash, and we have double Engag for a follow-up. So that's pretty good, I think. I hope. And Foolish Burial, so probably the Water Enchantress. Water Enchantress effect. Right? Water Enchantress is gonna add the right. So here's the choke point, right? That's one of the choke points, because then if you don't negate that, they're gonna be able to add Fateful Adventure, and then Fateful Adventure is no bueno. So we're going to negate. Yep. Negate the activation. So no token for you. But they're really good and had the second one. So all skill. Well, rip, What can you do, right? So now we can add the Draco back because they normal summon or special summon a token. Now we're going to add their Griffin. Pitching a Tenyi. Ooh, we're playing against Sword Soul. Kind of. You're going to add Taya. Griffin effect to special summon it to protect Taya. So that's going to proc. You're going to get Draco back effect to flip my Kagari. We're going to at least get out the prevent the negate, because then we can't get Ray back. And no Ray, no play. That's no bueno. So choose not to negate it. It's perfectly fine. Ray's going to proc. Get Ray again. They're going to summon Taya, and at this point they can basically freely do whatever. We summon Vishuda. Vishuda can flip, and they go immediately to battle phase, sure. I'm going to switch into Red Ray. Why? Because remember, we have 1 Widow Anchor for the negate for this, right? Number 2 is that because of... you can go into Yellow Ray and prevent an attack. What is that really going to do? That doesn't, advance your game state. It just makes you, you have more life points, which doesn't really, life points kind of matter, but not really, right? So the only option we have to give us a chance, at least, is to get Red Ray. I know, not searching in Gag, to add back the Widow Anchor, right? I think that was the best option, because if they're going to OTK, I don't think they're going to OTK us right at the moment, right? Because they get over a 2k token, so. And none of these things are tuners. So we're going to add back that for the Griffin. And if they get rid of this, sure. If not, that's fine too. We have this to flip things. We send out the grave. We're gonna make Tenyi, sure. Now Vishuda to flip that. So now our board is cleared, right? And we're gonna draw Afterburner. That's pretty good too, right? So at this point, what do you guys do, right? What should you do? We have Engag, this, that, bunch of negates. Well, technically we have 1 negate, probably a Forbidden Droplet, maybe a Chalet, maybe a Imperm, who knows, right? We have no spells engraved except just Rite of Emissary, so we can't get the double, free spins, or not free spin, but the free draw off Engage, right? So I choose to go Afterburners to just get rid of Taya. You're probably wondering, why did you do that? Why didn't you do the negate? Well, because that could also be blackout, because we're playing Sword Soul, right? So that means we can't have 2 tokens, 2 cards at the same time. Remember, we summon a token and just flip that, destroy this and a token, and we're basically kind of screwed, So I'm like, alright, so it's probably not blackout. Maybe. They're going to negate that? Sure, that's fine. And again, you're probably wondering, why didn't you choose to just negate it with the Widow Anchor, right? We can't steal it anyways, right? And then also, I have a feeling we're gonna probably need this soon. You'll see why. So that's fine. No Fateful Venture. Oh no, right? We already set up Griffin and all that, so it doesn't matter. We're gonna add Ray. We draw Ash. Act Engage number 2. We add Jamming Waves to add Pot of Prosperity. Of course, Jamming Waves to get rid of whatever imperm it might be. Yang Zing, sure, and we get the double dip. And now they basically have nothing. So attack, of course, with Ray. We can tag out. We can make Green Ray. Green Ray attack again for 15. Green Ray is going to send a Rose just in case they do more extra Monster Dome shenanigans. Main phase 2, Shizuku, sure. We're going to set that and steal whatever the heck they meet to take. Of course, we're going to activate Shark Cannon. Or add Shark Cannon, sorry. We'll activate it later. In case we need to banish something. Or access code them under following turn, sure. Remember, we have the Ash for that. So now they have one card. Whatever it may be. And I just quit. Yay! We did it. See? It's not too bad, right? I don't think I have anything else to say except you know, sometimes the game is just, you know, it's hard, right? You can negate probably the better option is to negate the Water Enchantress, but at the same time, you know, it's based on activation, and what are the odds of him having the other one? It's all skill, right? So anyways, on to the next one. This is my outro song for free YouTube monies. Give me some likes and sub for me, please.